Alexander Isak hands in a transfer request and sends the Premier League into meltdown. Chelsea Football Club, Arsenal Football Club, Liverpool, Manchester United, and many more clubs are wondering, why did you do it now? Let's break it down. Let's get into the details. Chelsea news related. We've got an update on Javi Simons. The player wants to move and he's given Chelsea preference over another club that wants to hijack the player. And I'm telling you now, wrap this up quickly. Hato hands in a transfer request, asks to leave Ajax, his boyhood club, to join the mighty Chelsea, the world champions Chelsea. And finally, Renato Veiga. A lot of you said the deal was done. I said it was close to being done. However, what happened is it hit a hiccup. We're going to tell you why, and Chelsea are not in the wrong for this because clubs do this to us all the time, and it's about time we get a backbone. So, before we get started, number one, hit that like button. 1,000 likes makes a difference. Other people know this is a good channel. I need to come back here. Secondly, if you like football related content, I promise you 2 things when you come here. Number one, consistent uploads. And number 2, quality uploads. Not more spews for more views, but actual genuine quality. So subscribe, get your football intake from your favorite nutrition. Let's get it. Cracking. Alexander Isak has absolutely threw a little grenade into the field. What he has done is crazy. What he has done is unfathomable. What he has done has absolutely changed the landscape of the Premier League. And a lot of people are going to say, Alex, you're exaggerating. I'm not exaggerating. This is arguably the second best striker in the league. Erling Haaland is first. Let's be easy. But what he has done is he's waited till the end of July and then decided, you know what? I'm leaving. Fabrizio Romano has come out and said that he has notified Newcastle he's not going on their pre-season tour. And this is the big thing, he wants to leave. Fabrizio then followed it up by saying he is not in talks with Al Hilal. This is not a Saudi-driven move. But there are clubs like Liverpool that are still interested even though they signed Hugo Ekitike. This, for me, is a huge move in the Premier League title. How does this impact Chelsea? I think this is the first thing that we need to talk about. It doesn't. I feel like Chelsea have played their hand. And this is the problem, right? Every summer we say, let's get our business done. Let's organize everything. Make sure that before the season starts, we don't need to buy any new players. Let's be proactive. Let's be well organized. Well, this year, they got the lab. They've got Joao Pedro. They're going to get Simons. They're going to get Hato. We've spent close to 400 million. Euro. Like, we are going to spend close to that number. And great, because we can afford it. Our ownership backs us by investing in young talent who are playing well and we are being rewarded for it. However, this is the one occasion a part of me wishes we didn't be organized. Genuinely, I really wish we still had the option of going in for an Isak. Because Isak is absolutely brilliant. And I like Joao Pedro. I like the lab. I like the options we have. However, we can't become that fan base where now all of a sudden, because we're not getting Isak, I'm going to be angry. I'm going to be very mature about it. It is frustrating. What I am going to say is, though, this is absolutely ridiculous from Isak and his camp. If I was a Newcastle fan, my head would be gone. Because Alexander Isak not only disrespected the club, he's taken the mick. He's absolutely taken the mick. You won them a trophy along with your teammates. They love you more than any, right? These Geordie fans must adore Alexander Isak. However, you should have been transparent and honest on June the 1st. So I want to leave. I don't want to stay here. I need to go. What that would have done is it would have opened the market for Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City, and other clubs in Barcelona to make their books work to go and sign him. Newcastle would have had a bidding war. They could have asked for 150, 170 million, and somebody would have paid it. You would have got paid, Newcastle would have got their compensation, and the market would have been there for them to go in for an Ekitike, for them to go for a Šeško, for them to go for a Joao Pedro, and be able to pay more money to acquire their services. However, what's happened is he stayed silent. He said nothing. He took the approach of gangsters move in silence and I don't talk a lot. You know, it got to the point where then he decided, you know what? I'm about to light shit up. Because he literally said that. He literally said, I'm going to take a little match and throw it in the oil. And I'm going to see everything burn around me. I want to leave on the 24th of July. The season starts in 3 weeks' time, 4 weeks' time. What on earth are you doing now saying you want to leave? This is so bad. And for me, his agent has played this terribly. Unless Liverpool is the only club he only ever wanted to go to. Which I don't see a reason why. Like, it's not like he grew up a Liverpool fan, or maybe he did, I don't know. Like, But his agent has absolutely played this terribly. They could have got the best package any striker has got in the Premier League since Erling Haaland. However, now his agent has played it so weirdly, he only has one place to go. So unless Liverpool move off and sell Diaz and sell like Nunez and then make the money to go and acquire him, I don't know what's going on. But this signing really makes Liverpool favourites. Like, if for those of us here that were saying we could have a slight chance, this signing makes Liverpool such outstanding favourites that I don't see anyone catching them. In regards to Chelsea news, though, Chelsea Football Club are really heating up. What I like about Chelsea's transfer window, it's been very surgical. You know, it's been a very efficient move. Like, everything's been very calculated. We're going to decide what we're going to do. We're going to approach this in this way. We're going to do this in that way. And it's been tactical. It's been strategic. It's been organized. It's been military. That's what Chelsea have been. And it looks like Javi Simons is coming in now. They've arguably played this brilliantly, because now the player wants to join, according to Fabrizio Romano. They've got the player telling Bayern Munich, my priority is to go to the Premier League and I want to join Chelsea. Fabrizio saying Max Erbel and Bayern are actively trying to persuade him otherwise, but Ali Barak is really good friends with Iqbali. He's the agent of the deal. He's making this happen. He's involved in this deal as well. He is an intermediary. So basically, he's not the agent of Simons. He is somebody that is working with the agent of Simons, Chelsea, and the player. He's in the middle. He's making sure that both parties are fair, both parties get paid, and he doesn't take a huge fee. And this basically makes Chelsea favourites. If we drop the ball here, it's not that Chelsea were lowballed. It's Simons basically said, I want to go to Bayern. There is no, oh, we didn't pay the agent X amount, we didn't do this, we didn't do that. Chelsea's relationship with Ali Barak is huge. And for me, this is a very good acquisition. A lot of people shouldn't poo-poo it now because we all want ISAK. Simons on that left-hand side gives us another bit of ingenuity. It gives us another avenue. And we need to be grateful for what we're getting. You don't get one Dutch, you get a double Dutch. You know that one. It looks like Gerald Hato is coming to Chelsea Football Club as well. What has happened? Well, Gerald Hato has been chased by Chelsea all summer. We've been looking at him for a while, and what this has meant is Gerald Hato now has the move started heating up. The player has asked to leave ISAK. This is what the reports are coming out from Fabrizio Romano. The player has basically asked, he said he's expressed his desire to join Chelsea Football Club. Chelsea are in negotiations to close the deal for 40 million euros. That is a brilliant fee. That is close to 34.7 or something like that million pounds. That enables us to get a bargain of a player. I've said this yesterday and I'm going to reiterate it again. 19 years old, can play left back, can play left centre back. Very good on the ball, very physically imposing, good defender, smart, can play on the right hand side. And the best part of all, and this is my favourite actually, the ability to lead by example. He's been a captain for a while. We need leaders. We need young men. But when you sign so many young players, you need young men. You don't need young boys. You need men. Enzo Fernandez, man. Caicedo, man. Levi Colwell, stepping up like a man. Reece James, already a man. Cucurella is a leader. You can tell. You need more. You need players that are going to stand up and be counted, be vocal, hold standards, understand what it means to be at Chelsea. He understands what it means to be at Ajax. And Ajax is a great institution. And evidently, he holds the standards that Ajax fans love. And for me, this is a great deal. However, what this deal could mean is the end of Ishe Samuel-Smith. Ishe's move to Strasbourg is in jeopardy. Why? Ajax are interested. They apparently have inquired about taking him. I don't know whether this is a loan or whether this is a permanent. But if we're sending him to Strasbourg for 6 million, broski, Ajax, listen, you're not getting him for less than 15, 20. I'm telling you right now, do not do it. He's on a long-term deal. We've got him at the club. The beauty of him going to Strasbourg is we can buy him back any moment. It's basically a long-term loan, 2-year loan. It's an Andreas Christensen loan. I don't want to lose the value of Ishe Samuel-Smith. I think he's a very good player, and I think in a few years' time, he's going to go somewhere and develop. And what's funny is I spoke about this. I said if Ishe was coming through Ajax and Hato was coming through Chelsea, would our perception of the two be different? We might actually find out. That's coming from Bobby Vincent. Let me know your thoughts. What would you do with Ishe? And do you think Chelsea are getting a good deal with Hato? The final bit of news, and this is the big one, right? Renato Veiga looks like he's not going anywhere at this moment in time. What's happened? So what we've been hearing is Chelsea have been having a lot of interest in Renato Veiga from multiple sides, right? Whether it's been from the side of the player, whether it's been from the side of Atletico Madrid, Bayern Munich, Juventus. But in recent weeks, Atletico Madrid's interest has heated up, and it got to the point where they put a bid in. So they put a bid on £30 million. We know this came from Fabrizio, and Chelsea said they want 40 million euros. That is around about 34 point something million pounds, right? This is where it gets very interesting, and I think it's very good to see how this has worked out. The deal's on hold because Atletico are opting to get Hato. Hato is the centre-back from Feyenoord. He can play left-back. Chelsea have been linked with him in the past. Very versatile player, can play multiple positions, just like Renato Veiga. And Chelsea said fine. And a lot of fans are getting angry about this because I think they're scared that the Hato deal won't break down. Don't worry, the two deals are not entwined, according to Fabrizio. I think Chelsea are correct here. And I'm going to explain to you why Chelsea are correct here. A lot of people won't agree with me, but I'm going to tell you why. Number one, Veiga is a player that has really upped his value. Bayern want him, Juventus want him, Atletico want him. £30 million, we can get that tomorrow on the market. 40 million euros, it's interesting where we can get it. Do you know what I mean? Like 35 million pounds. If we get it, it's brilliant. If we don't and we get 30, it's still brilliant. We bought him for like 9 million pounds. So clubs do this to us all the time. They absolutely rinse us. They pull out stuff from us consistently. So this is the first time you lot are going to hear me on this channel say, don't sell him. Genuinely. Hold on to him. Because worst case scenario, you reintegrate him and you've got a good player on your hands. You know, somebody that can do a job and he has to suck it up and be part of the world champs. Otherwise, someone's going to pay the money and you can sell him. And it's as simple as that, because Bayern are interested, Juventus is still there. Someone will pay the money. There's interest from the Premier League clubs as well. So I genuinely believe at this moment in time, I am not, and I am reiterating, I am not caving to the demands of Atletico Madrid. They're taking the mick, they're taking liberties, and I don't like it. Listen, it's been a jam-packed video. Before you leave, subscribe to the channel. It really goes a long way. Hit that like button. If you want more Kavkas View, trust me, I've got a back catalogue that will make you go crazy. Go check it out. Peace out. I'm out. Bye.